At the Last Supper with his disciples, Jesus said something unusual: "You will all fall away and desert me." He described a coming moment of testing, using a metaphor the disciples would have immediately understood. Sifting wheat. In the ancient world, wheat was shaken violently in a sieve so that whatever was loose would fall away. Sifting exposed what remained when pressure was applied. Then Jesus turns specifically to Peter and says something even more personal. "I have prayed for you, Peter, that your faith may not fail." Peter responds instantly, with confidence. "With you, I am ready to go to prison and to death." He believed that. Peter was not pretending. He was certain. Certain about his loyalty. Certain about his courage. Certain about who he was. But Jesus responds quietly. "Before the rooster crows today, you will deny 3 times that you even know me." Peter cannot imagine that version of himself, because Peter believes he understands his own character. He believes he knows how he would respond if pressure ever came. And that is where this story becomes uncomfortable, because most people believe the same thing. We assume we know ourselves well. We assume we know where our allegiance lie. But confidence is easiest in calm rooms. The test did not come during the conversation. It came later, at night, in a courtyard, around a fire. Jesus had been arrested. The atmosphere had shifted completely. Now, this was no longer a private conversation among disciples. It was a public space. Soldiers, servants, onlookers, suspicion. Association suddenly carried risk. Peter stays nearby, close enough to see what is happening to Jesus, but far enough to remain unnoticed, at least at first. Then someone looks at him. "You were with him." The first denial is quiet, almost casual. "I don't know what you mean." Not loud, not dramatic, just distancing to remove suspicion. But the moment does not pass. Another voice joins in. "You are one of them." Now more people are watching, more eyes, more scrutiny. And Peter denies it again. "I don't know him." Still brief, still defensive, still trying to shut down the conversation. But pressure has a way of escalating. By the 3rd time, the crowd is convinced. "You are one of them. Your accent gives you away." Now, the pressure is public, visible, unavoidable. And Peter reacts more strongly. He swears an oath. "A curse on me if I'm lying. I don't know this man you're talking about." Something was happening beneath the surface. This was not confusion about who Jesus was. Peter had already declared that. This was fear of what association would cost him. Because under social pressure, personal identity can narrow. We protect belonging. We protect safety. And sometimes, in protecting ourselves, we deny parts of who we believed we were. Then it happened. The rooster crowed, and the Lord turned and looked at Peter. A trigger only Peter understood in that moment. No speech, no accusation, no confrontation, just recognition. With that look, everything came together. The prediction, the memory, the realization. Peter did not simply remember what Jesus had said. He saw himself clearly, and his self-perception fractured. Peter did not just see his failure. He realized he was not who he thought he would be under pressure. He ran outside and wept bitterly. Our true breaking point is usually not when we make a mistake. It is the collapse of the image we had of ourselves. Social pressure has a way of revealing what calm confidence can conceal. When everything feels safe, conviction speaks easily. Loyalty sounds simple. Courage feels obvious. And we assume we will be steady, brave, uncompromising. But belonging is powerful. Safety is powerful. And when those feel threatened, something else begins to surface. When pressure rises, we do not always act from conviction. We act from what feels safest. Under pressure, identity narrows and fear of loss can take over. We protect what feels most immediate. We protect safety. We protect acceptance. And sometimes, in protecting ourselves, we deny the very convictions we believed defined us. Peter's denial reveals something uncomfortable about how we behave under pressure. Pressure does not create a new identity. It exposes the identity we protect most. The courtyard did not change Peter. It revealed him. In the heat of the moment, when the cost felt real, Peter reached his breaking point. Because pressure does not argue with our ideals. It tests what we are willing to lose. And that is why this story echoes strongly today. Because most people do not fear making mistakes. What we fear is discovering that under pressure, we may not be who we thought we were. And that is a detail worth sitting with. This is Beneath the Story. If you're interested in exploring more biblical narratives and the insights within them, subscribe. This channel is dedicated to uncovering them. There's always more beneath the story.